Hello there. So this is my second day in Vienna, and yesterday we had some fun at the zoo, and today my plan is to visit Belvedere, where the historical stuff are there, and let's see how the day goes. Boy. In this video, I will take you through my busy second day in this amazing city. We will start the day at the beautiful Belvedere Palace, where I will share some tips on buying tickets and making the most of your visit. After that, we will explore the city center, see the famous St. Stephen's Cathedral, the biggest one, the most famous one, and check out the colorful Hundertwasserhaus. But before we dive in, make sure to check out the first episode of this Vienna tour, where I spent an incredible first day exploring the stunning Schönbrunn Palace and the world's oldest zoo. So you don't want to miss it, I guess. Hope it's packed with history, wildlife, and amazing views. So now back to today's adventure. I will also take you to the vibrant NASCHMARKT, where you can taste local foods and soak up the atmosphere. Finally, we will end the day with a visit to the fun-filled Prater Park, home to the iconic giant Ferris wheel in Vienna. It was a packed day, full of adventures and discovery, and I'm excited to share it all with you. So let's dive into the details of my second day in Vienna. After starting the day with some excitement, my first stop was the beautiful Belvedere Palace. So this palace is an absolute must-see when you are in Vienna, especially if you love art and history. Belvedere Palace is one of the most famous landmarks, and it's easy to see why. This stunning Baroque masterpiece is not just a palace, but a treasure trove of art and history. It's actually two palaces, Upper and Lower Belvedere, each with its own unique charm and collection. The Upper Belvedere is where you will find some of the most famous artworks in the world, including Gustav Klimt's The Kiss. This painting alone is worth the visit, but there is much more to see, including works by Egon Schiele and Oskar Postschap. The grand rooms and ornate ceiling of the Upper Belvedere adds to the experience, making it a truly unforgettable place to explore. I mean, look at it. The Lower Belvedere, on the other hand, has a different vibe. It's more intimate and focuses on Baroque art as well as the temporary exhibitions. The architecture here is just as beautiful, with this stunning marble hall and charming orangery. Even though it's smaller, the Lower Belvedere is just worth visiting, offering a deeper dive into Austria's artistic heritage. But if you are on your budget, I highly recommend visiting the upper deck, since there are world famous arts like Gustav Klimt's The Kiss. Now let me share my personal experience here. I didn't buy tickets in advance, but instead bought them on my phone when I arrived, because I saw a long line. So yeah, I didn't want to stay there. It was much easier and faster than waiting in a long lines at the ticket counter, but I guess it depends from the time you go there. However, keep in mind that they only let you in at your designated time, so I had to wait until my time slot. I was slightly worried about the second palace, the Lower Belvedere, since my time had passed by the time I got there. Because, like when you go to a new place, you buy two tickets at the same time. So imagine, because you give the importance to the ticket, but it's apparently it doesn't work like that. But luckily, they still let me into the second palace, the lower palace. If you are buying tickets online, I recommend selecting two different time slots for each palace to avoid any inconvenience. Personally, I found the Upper Belvedere to be absolutely breathtaking. I spent over an hour and a half just soaking in the beauty of the art and the palace itself. It's important to give yourself enough time to really enjoy it. So now I will leave you to enjoy the incredible art and history of Belvedere Palace in peace and take your time to absorb the beauty of this place. And we will meet again after this part of the video ends. Enjoy. Alright, I hope you enjoyed exploring the art and history of Belvedere Palace as much as I did. Now let's move on to another iconic spot in Vienna, Karlskirche at the Karlsplatz. Karlskirche or St. Charles Church is one of the most stunning Baroque church in Vienna. It's a true architectural gem with its grand dome and impressive column. The church was built in the 18th century and is dedicated to St. Charles Borromeo, a prominent figure during the Counter-Reformation. It stands as a symbol of faith and resilience in one of the Vienna's most important landmarks. And even though I admired the church from the outside, I decided not to go inside. In Vienna, everything has a price. As since I was trying to manage my budget, I choose to skip the entrance fee here. That said, the exterior alone is worth the visit. The church is beautiful, situated at Karlsplatz, with the lovely pond in front of that perfectly reflects the building's grandeur. It's a peaceful spot, and I enjoy just taking in the view and soaking up the atmosphere. If you're someone who loves architecture or has an interest in religious history, Karlskirche is definitely worth a visit. But if you're watching your budget like ours, you might be content with admiring its beauty from the outside. Let's continue our journey through Vienna and exploring the city. So this city is honestly it's a unique city because I haven't seen some like a city like this. It even has like the emergency kit in some places in some part of the city. So I found that very unique and not fancy but a practical. It adds a practicality to this city. So yeah, and now yeah, let's explore this beautiful city and shopping centers like Marco Polo, Nespresso. Who wouldn't like to get an espresso while traveling and walking through the city? Exploring the city center was an absolute delight. The stunning Austrian architecture everywhere you look gives the city a rich historical vibe that's hard to match. Each building tells a story, and walking through the streets feels like stepping back in time while still being in a vibrant modern city. As I wandered through the building, beautiful shopping centers and admired the intricate details of the buildings, I made my way to one of Vienna's most iconic landmarks. Guess what it is? It's none other than a St. Stephen's Cathedral. St. Stephen's Cathedral, known as a Stephen's Dome, is not only a spiritual heart of Vienna but also one of the most important Gothic structure in Austria. The cathedral strike's exterior is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture with its towering spires and intricate stonework. And yeah, it's a landmark that truly defined Vienna's skyline. The importance of St. Stephen's Cathedral goes beyond its beauty. It has been the site of many significant events in Austrian history, including royal weddings, funerals, and coronations. And the cathedral has survived wars, fires, and even bombings, and it stands today as a symbol of Vienna's resilience and enduring spirit. When I entered the cathedral, I was immediately struck by the grandeur of its interior, that high vaulted ceiling, the stained glass windows, and the ornate altars all contribute to a sense of awe and reverence. But what really caught my attention was how they integrated modern technology into these ancient settings. For example, instead of traditional donation boxes, they installed a touch screen, much like the one you see at McDonald's to order food, and you can easily make a donation with your credit card right there on the spot. It's fascinating to see how old and new blend seamlessly in a place like this. And yeah, whether you are admiring its exterior from the bustling streets of the city center or exploring city decoration interior, this cathedral is a place that truly deserve to be seen. And yeah, now let's take a moment to appreciate the history and grandeur of St. Stephen's Cathedral. I don't know when, what, who, but the person who designed, the group who designed this city is crazy. I mean, it's more than good. It's just fabulous. I mean, they kept their history, they kept like everything perfectly, but they designed like a bicycles lane, bus lanes, tram lanes. I mean, like everything works perfectly, so we don't have nothing to say. At least I don't have nothing to say. And it's just wow. Hundertwasserhaus is unlike any other buildings you will find in the city or even in the world. Designed by the visionary artist and architect Hundertwasser, this building is a vibrant and whimsical work of art that challenges conventional architecture with its undulating floors, irregular windows, and facade covered in bright colors and natural elements. Hundertwasserhaus stands out as a celebration of creativity and individuality. What makes this place so special? So its philosophy. Hundertwasser believed that architecture should be in harmony with the nature and that buildings should be a reflection of human spirit. This is evident in the building's design, which incorporate trees and plants growing on the balconies and the rooftop, blurring the line between the man-made and the natural world. Visiting Hundertwasserhaus feels like stepping into a dream or painting, where the usual rules of a design don't apply. And yeah, it's a place that sparks imagination and inspires a different way of thinking about the spaces we live in. This building deserves to be seen not just for its visual appeal but for the message it conveys about the importance of individuality, sustainability, and creativity. It's a must see for anyone visiting Vienna, especially if you are looking to experience something truly unique. So, after marveling at the creativity of Hundertwasserhaus, I hopped on a tram to continue my journey. Thanks to the handy weekly pass I mentioned in my previous video. If you haven't seen the first part of this Vienna tour, I invite you to check it out. It's full of useful tips, including how to get around the city easily. Even while riding the tram, you can see just how organized and clean and respectful Vienna and its people are. I have to admit, I fell in love with this city at first sight. However, some of my Instagram followers mentioned that they had a tough time in Vienna, feeling that the people were a bit cold. Personally, I found Vienna to be great, but I think it might be because I appreciate the straightforward and reserved nature of the German style lifestyle. My tip is to be mindful and respectful of local customs. Sometimes our way of interacting, like being more lively or noisy, can be different from what's common here. Austrians, much like Germans, tend to be quiet and respectful, which might come across as reserved, but it's just a different culture approach. Remember, while Austria and Germany have their differences, they share similarities that set them apart from other countries. And keep this in mind, and yeah, as you explore, and you might find yourself appreciating the unique charm of Vienna just as much as I did. After enjoying the peaceful tram ride and taking in more of Vienna's charm, I decided to head to one of the city's most famous spots. This time we are talking about foods, and we go together along. Foods and me, yeah. So, I'm speaking about the Vienna's NASCHMARKT. The NASCHMARKT is a bustling marketplace that's been around since the 16th century, making it not just a place to shop and eat, but a piece of Vienna's history. It's a vibrant hub where you will find countless stalls selling fresh fruits, vegetables, spices, and all kind of delicious food. If you are a tourist, this is the perfect place to try some local delicacies, and the prices are quite reasonable, honestly. As I wandered through the market, I noticed many locals sitting down to enjoy meals with the friends. The atmosphere is lively, yet relaxed, and you might even spot some business meeting happening over a good meal, as I did when I saw a few gentlemen in a business attire deep in a conversation. What I really liked about the Nashmark is the blend of easygoing attitude with high standards. It's a place where you can experience the authentic flavor of Vienna and see the city's social life in action. The Nashmark is more than just a market. It's a cultural experience that deserves to be seen, and whether you are looking to sample local cuisine or simply soak in the vibrant atmosphere. So when I travel, people think that I'm rich. I'm not rich. Look what I made it. Rice with falafel, both at the supermarket. And to keep my stomach protected, I'm drinking milk. So I'm not rich. I'm not going to restaurant. I'm not going to fast as well. This is what the reality looks like. As the day started to wind down, I made my way to one of Vienna's most iconic attractions, Prater, how home to the famous giant Ferris wheel. Prater is a historic amusement park that has been entertaining both locals and tourists for centuries. The giant Ferris wheel, or Wiener Riesenrad, is one of Vienna's most recognizable landmarks, I would say, yeah. It offers breathtaking views of the city from its height, making it a must see for anyone visiting Vienna, including people from Vienna. The Ferris wheel has been around since 1897, and riding it is like taking a step back in time while enjoying a panoramic view of the modern city below, I guess. Prater itself is full of life, with a wide variety of games, rides, and attractions that cater to both the young and the young at heart. The atmosphere is lively and fun, with something for everyone, whether you are looking for a adrenaline rush or just a pleasant evening stroll. Although I didn't try any of the rides or games myself, I was, I was carrying my backpack and camera, all the equipment, and I didn't want to leave them behind. I thoroughly enjoyed walking around and soaking in the vibrant energy of the park, and it's a place where you can really see Vienna's playful side. And it's definitely worth a visit whether you are looking for adventure or simply want to enjoy the view from the Ferris wheel. Prater is more than just an amusement park, it's a slice of Viennese culture and history that deserves to be experienced. So If you are ever in Vienna, be sure to set aside some time to explore this fun-filled spot. And just like that, we have reached the end of another episode. I know this was a long video, but there was just so much to explore and share with you. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Vienna as much as I did. And what else? Stay tuned for the next episode, where we will continue our journey through this beautiful city. In the meantime, don't forget to follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you've been to Vienna or Austria in general, and share your experiences. Did you love it as much as I did? And yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm also always looking to improve my content, so please feel free to comment on what I can do better when it comes to catering traveling videos. Your feedback is really valuable to me. And don't forget to check out my other walking tours around Europe, including cities like Paris, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Rome, and many more. There is so much to discover, and I would love for you to join me on these adventures. And thank you. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. See you in the next episode.